Hi everyone, are you hearing me? Doing a sound check before we begin.
Yes, I hear you.
Awesome, awesome. Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the Journey to Success interview. I am so excited about tonight because I have a very, very, very special guest this evening. And, she is no stranger to us. She's been on Journey to Success before, but she has had a lot of updates. I mean, a lot of updates.
Alright.
Since then, she has done a whole heap more, and I am speaking about none other than Carla Williams Johnson, the marketing media specialist and the founder and CEO of Carly Communications. Carla comes with a wealth of experience. She has been featured on Huffington Post. She has been featured on Forbes. She has been also on TV6. I remember, like, oh my gosh, that's my friend on TV there. And she has also been in the Express, I think the Newsday. She has been all over. One time, a couple of weeks ago, she was in an interview in Australia. And the same day, she was in another interview in St. Lucia. And I think somewhere else you were. I can't remember where you were that day too.
Barbados.
Barbados. So
Yeah.
she was all over having interviews about her experience as a marketing specialist, as a PR specialist, and she has taken the time to be here with us this evening. And oh, I forgot to share that Carla has also been awarded, the 99 Limit Breaking Female Founders Award, Meet the Female Disruptors series, the female founders who are business and marketing experts, and 2020 list of 150 marketers to follow. So this ain't no small fry we're dealing with this evening. And most importantly, I could say, we went to school together.
We did. We did. Way
We
back
went to high
when.
school together. And it's so good to have you here tonight, Carla. I'm so excited. I haven't been this nervous in a while. Normally I get a little jitters, but it's a nervous excitement about this and, just sharing with you tonight because I know that you have so much to share with us. And the whole purpose of the Journey to Success interviews is to empower us. So many of us have different things we want to do in life, places we want to go, and things we want to achieve, but we think that we are not good enough to get there, or we allow life to stop us. And that's why it's called the journey to success, because people see the success and think, oh, this person had it easy. That is such a laugh. So therefore, I just want Carla to share about her life and about what she has done to get to where she is today. But Carla, if it is that someone had told you in high school that you would be where you are today, what would you have believed them?
I would have laughed in their face. I swear to you, I'd be like, you have got to be joking. Please don't come around me with that. And I was sassy back then too, so I would have thrown in a couple of words in that statement. But no, seriously, if someone had said, if a time traveler had said to me, "This is your future. You're gonna be on Forbes. You're gonna be on TV6. You're gonna be on Huffington Post. You're gonna win best promotions company at the 2020 Media Innovator Awards for a company in the UK." No way I would have said, this is an actual thing that was going to happen. So you're right. You are 100% right. And it still feels weird. I don't know why it does. When people talk about all the things that I have done and all the awards that I've won and all the places I've been virtually and all the interviews, it sounds weird that I have accomplished so much because I wasn't supposed to, right? I was
Right.
supposed to. And the reason I say this is, guys, bear with me, right? The reason I say this is because when I stepped out on my own in 2016, right, having a wealth of knowledge of advertising, marketing, PR, the media, people said to me, don't do it. You're not in the right industry for someone like you. You
Right.
look different. You sound different. This is an industry for old white men. This is not for someone who looks like you, who lives in the Caribbean. Are you sure this is what you want to do? You're not gonna make it. I was even
Right.
told, get someone who was light skinned to be the face of your company because it's
Wow.
not gonna work for you. I was told that.
Wow.
But I mean, where would I have been if I had listened? Where would I have been if I had allowed that to be my destiny and be my future? Where would I be? I certainly wouldn't have been Forbes, I tell you that. And
Yeah.
I mean, I want to put forward also that the people that have said that they're not informed either. So there's that, right? I'm sorry, I'm being cute. But my
That
point
is
is,
so accurate. I love it. I
but
love
my
it. I love it.
point is, we have been told so many things by so many people, and I'm sure that there are listeners here who have been told, why even bothering with that? You're wasting your time, like and just today I was saying to someone, oh, I was in Jamaica today and then in St. Lucia, not to, but while I was in Jamaica, I was telling the gentleman, I said, I've met so many people that said that I've met so many people, sorry, that they want you to do well, but they don't want you to do better than them. I've met a lot of people like that, right? And
Right.
if that sounds like the position that you're in, you need to change your circle. Your circle really determines how far you go, how
Right.
much you do. It determines where you are in life and how fast you get to where you want to go. Because if you have people constantly weighing you down, then eventually the weight will be too much. Life is
Yeah.
already filled with children and obstacles and all these responsibilities that we have. And adding another weight, as in people trying to bring you down, could make you want to give up. So I'm here
So
to
true.
say, change your circle. If you feel like this, you need to change your circle.
Wow. Yeah. Yeah. You know, but sometimes the people that are around you, you can't change them. Sometimes it may
Oh, yeah, you
are right
could.
in your home and you
Yeah, you could. You could. I'm not telling all it to put out anybody. I'm not telling all it to get rid of anybody. But you have to know what you let, sit here, what you let get
that's
in
right.
here and what sits here, right?
Yes.
And I mean, to this day, there are people who don't know what I do and they've known me for years. What do you do again? Oh, you have a little
Wow.
business. Like, yeah, but I don't let that bother me because, look at the accomplishments you listed out. That doesn't sound like a little business to me. It sounds like I'm doing pretty well for myself. So I
That's
can't
right.
allow these people with their small way of thinking make me feel small. So even if you have someone that is very close to you, you have to know when to cut that out or take a break. Take a
Yeah.
break. Call a good friend. Call someone who understands what it is you're going through and have a conversation.
That's right. Yes. It's so important that you made an important point in terms of blocking out the negativity, even if it's in your house,
Yeah,
knowing how to sift the information and knowing what to leave there and what to,
move forward with. Yep,
yeah, yeah. So even if it's in your home, you still have to know how to throw that out in terms of the negativity. That's
agree.
so important. But Carla, one of the things that I want to ask, I have my list of questions here,
Yeah,
okay?
you go ahead.
Answer any of them. How did you know that marketing was a field, or marketing and PR? How did you know that was a field that you wanted to get into?
All
How did
right.
you know that?
So true story here. I was a weird child. I was one of those children who was more interested in the ad than the actual show. I was more interested in the the actual like if I had a magazine, how the print ad would look more than the article. And I was always mesmerized by how these things would get people to act, whether it's to buy. Like I like today I was talking. I don't know if you guys remember back in the day with those magazines, they used to have these scratch and sniff type things when they advertising like new perfumes that
Perfumes.
right. I was amazed that an ad could get people to scratch a paper in a magazine and flip it. Like that was amazing. That was amazing to me. And I was like, my God, this is power. This is power that we need to harness correctly, right? And
Yes.
I was just in love with the fact that people, you don't have to do a lot, you don't have to say a lot, but once you speak to people and speak to whatever is their deepest desire, you can get them to move and you can get them to act however it is that you want them to act. And you can use that for good and you can use it for bad. I've seen people use it in negative ways, but I
Yeah.
have always said, you know what? This is something that you need to harness for good. This is something that you can use to help people, truly help people, whatever that help might look like. And why not make some money in the process? Why not build your passion in the process,
Right.
right? So
Yeah.
that's how I got into it. But in terms of PR, I didn't even know I was good at PR. I've been well, I was always good at marketing and strategizing and stuff like that. But I didn't know I was good at PR. It was a good friend, Marlena. She's from the US. She just plucked me out and she was like, I need your help. I just need your help. And I said, I can't help you. I'm so sorry. And she's like, no, you are the one. I believe that you can help me. I've been trying to get into magazines for so long, into the press for so long, and I can't do it. And I've been trying for years, like 2 years or so. And I'm like, well, if you've been trying for 2 years, what makes you think that I can help you? And she's like, no, you're the person. And I'm not gonna lie, in 2 weeks, 2 weeks, I just shared with her my framework. And in 2 weeks, she was in Bustle, she was in Business Insider. I remember when she called me and told me she was in Business Insider, and I was like, "How are you in Business Insider and I'm not in Business Insider? How does that work?" And it just shows it just reveals that sometimes you have these hidden talents that you take for granted. Like I didn't know that that was a thing. I took for because I've done this for so long. I took for granted that I knew something that people needed to know. I took that for granted. And sometimes
Right.
when you're on your journey, one of the major things on your journey is self discovery, right? You discover things about yourself that like, oh my
Tell
god,
me
I didn't know
about
I was
it.
good at that.
Yeah.
So that's my discovery of I was actually good at helping people get PR.
Yeah. And you're awesome with it, in terms of how you flow with it. I mean, I've sat at your feet and, I've allowed you to direct me, and the threats that I get, don't let me have to come there for you, you know.
Yeah, but it's good threats though
But
because
it's
I mean,
all good. I love it. I love it because I know she's true to her word. She will come for me.
I,
So, and this ain't virtual, we in the same place.
yeah, she's literally in grabbing distance. So she
So, but you're really, really good at what you do. And, I understand why Marlena reached out to you.
thank
I
you.
understand. But Carla, what caused you to take the chance to launch out into your own business? Why not just get a job? Why not just go into a marketing field and look for a job in that field? Why launch out into your own business? Why take that step?
I just felt like there was something bigger out there for me. I just felt like every company that I worked in, I outgrew, right? It just became too restrictive and fun. I felt like there was something bigger out there. Now the fear was there, right? The fear of, can I do this? Is this right? What am I gonna do? What if I don't make it? My God, what if I do make it? Because I have a serious fear of success, right? What if I do make it? Can I handle it? Like I got all those questions. But one thing was, what is in my future? What do I want to do? What is sorry? What feels right for me? You actually muted me by
I'm
accident.
sorry.
Yeah, what feels right? And every time I worked for someone, in as much as I was good at it, it just didn't feel right. I felt
Right.
like there was something missing, like there was something more that I should have been doing. And my story was I was forced to make a decision. I was working with a company and I hated it. I was sick every day, serious stomach pains. You know, when stress manifests itself, everything starts to hurt, head, chest, stomach. It was really bad. And I remember getting up one morning and I said to myself, I can't do this. Actually, no, I didn't say it to myself. I actually said it to my boyfriend. I said, I can't. This can't happen. This I have to leave. This is not right. This is not healthy. I need to leave. And that same day I walked into the office. I didn't even have time to put my bag down. And HR said, oh, well, your position is redundant. And I was like, well,
Wow.
okay, universe, right? Okay, I said I was it and I was ready to leave. And now I have to do something. And look at me 5 years later. That was April 2016. I remember it very clearly, right? April 5th, 20. Wait a minute. Yes, April 5th. I now realize that's my son's birthday. Oh my God. So yeah, it was
Wow.
April 5th, 2016, right?
Yeah.
That was my last day working in corporate. And on April 6th, 2016 was the first day I started working for myself. My business was already registered. I just had to put myself out there. And that's what I have continuously been doing since then.
So you would say that you were kind of given that push to make that step
I
into.
think I think once we make decisions in our mind and in our heart, the universe makes a way for us. And the universe made it happen that day. So I couldn't change my mind. I couldn't say, well, I'm going to look for another job. The universe didn't allow fear to enter my space. The universe said, it's time. Do it now. And that's what I did. I'm very big on those types of
Right, right. I would say that, you know what, God made a way where there seems to be no way for you.
things.
You know,
Exactly.
and it's really amazing how that happened. That same day that you said,
That's
I'm done, they said, hey, you're done too. And that definitely was a confirmation of the direction that you had to take.
mhm.
Um, Another thing that happens with a lot of people is that yes, they want to, they realize where they want to go, they realize that this is the step they have to make, but something in their mind stops them from making that step.
Mhm.
Something holds them back, and I would say it's sometimes a limited belief system in terms of how they think, their mindset and so forth. Was there anything in your mind that was like a hindrance to you truly moving forward into what it is that you
Of
wanted?
course. I mean, it's human nature to feel apprehensive when there are major changes in front of you. It's human nature. You start to
Right,
think about the what ifs and what if not. You start to think of what will people say or what would they say. I
right.
mean, people, we are human. We
That's
are
right.
human. We look at other people and say, oh my God, they're doing this and they're doing that. I don't think I can do the same. So all of these things are normal. So I feel the fear. Even today, I feel the fear. Every time I have to go and do an interview, I always get nervous. I always feel like, oh my God, can I do this? I've done it a million times, but I still feel it, right? Will it go
Right.
well? Will the audience love me? What would they say? It goes through my mind, but I have to do it. I have to do it anyway. If I want people to know how I can help them, if I want my business to grow, if I want to touch the souls of people who live across the globe, I have to do it. So it's okay to feel the fear, but you still have to do it. And if that means reaching out to somebody and saying, oh my God, I need help to get through this, then so be it. If that means reading a book that would help give you the confidence that you need, then so do it. If that means I need to watch a motivational video before I do something, then so be it. Cherise can tell you, we have a session every other Sunday. And
Yeah.
at the beginning of every session, I have to play soca music. I just have to. I have to because that puts me in a good mood. That kind of eases the fear. It raises my vibes and makes me feel good. And therefore, I
Mm-hmm.
can now give of myself in a better way. You need to find whatever suits you, whatever makes you feel good, whatever reduces the fear so you can go through it anyway.
Right, right. So, what I get from what you're saying also, in addition to doing whatever to reduce the fear, what you are saying is that you focused more on on what it is that you want to do, which is to help people. So you focused more on your ultimate goal, which is to help people rather than focusing on the fear or the thoughts that would be in your head telling you no, this, that, the other. But you just sort of kept focus on, hey, I have people to help. So you can't stop me right now. Hey, I have people who need my giftings, my talents right now. So therefore, I can't focus on you and all the drama you want to cause in my head. I need to move forward. All
And
right.
that's the thing. Once you have a business, your goal is always to serve your people, right? And
Right.
when you operate from a position of my people need me, my people need to hear from me. There are people out here who I'm not even gonna lie, they are not as good as you, right? They are schemers and scammers, but guess what? They're showing up, right? While
Yes.
you suffering and stressing, they're showing up and taking your clients and corrupting them, right? Yeah, I have met many people who have like, oh my God, I wish I had met you first, right? And that is
Right.
because I didn't show up when I was supposed to. I mean, none of that again, but it has happened. So when you
Mm-hmm.
operate from a place of I need to serve my people need to hear me. I need to save people from these schemers and scammers who just out here to take their money. That would help give you the motivation to show up. And I just want
Right.
to big up Beatrice. I know she's listening all the way from the US.
Oh, yes.
Beatrice
Hi,
is
Beatrice.
yeah, she's an honorary Trini now. Right? I have converted her. She's an honorary Trini now. And she just said she loves soca music. So I'm happy to hear that I have converted. I'm so happy.
And we also have some persons from high school who tuned in on Facebook.
Who's
So
there?
I see that Richard is on watching. Yes, I'm not sure if he's on still, but I see Rodney was also on at some point in time. Yes. So and I have a couple more questions for you.
Yeah, you go ahead.
So where do you see yourself 10 years from now?
That is a hard question because if you had asked me this 10 years ago, I would not have answered and said this, right? That's a very hard question. But my goal is to serve as many people as possible. I believe firmly, and I believe that building a business does not have to be difficult once you have the right tools, the right roadmap, and the right mentor to help you. There are too many people out here who are just focused on the next sale or the next um, contract that they can get signed without really trying to figure out does this person can I actually help this person get to where they want to go. I
Right.
am the person that says, you know what you need, I can't help you with right now. Maybe you need to speak to someone like Cherice. Maybe you need to speak to someone else who can help you with this thing, and then maybe you and I could work together afterwards. There are people that don't do that. And I
Yeah.
also firmly believe that building a business shouldn't be difficult, right? Life in itself has a lot. You have a lot to deal with life. You shouldn't have to be struggling your way through your business, stressing your way through your business. It's a lot of work. And I know, Sharice, you could testify to this. It's a lot of work, but it shouldn't be heavy. It shouldn't be negative. You shouldn't be frustrated and annoyed and upset and stressed out all the time. It must be a process that fills you with passion and fills you up. And in
Right.
10 years, I want to be able to help as many people as possible build the business that of their dreams and live the life that they want without having to deal with the stress to get there.
Yeah, that is so important, you know. And one of the things that happens is that, as we said, this is a journey. And a lot of times people see the business, and what they fail to realize is that just like life happens to them, and sometimes they use the excuse, well, this happened, so I have to stop, or well, that happened, so I can't. How do you deal with life when building your business? How have you overcome life challenges as they came when build whilst building your business?
Over the years, I've learned, and well, let me start over. Many people think that they have to separate their business from their personal life, right?
Mhm.
And maybe on the online space, that is true.
Yeah.
But you are a human being and things happen, right? And you have to adopt a very integrated approach to life,
Wow.
right? Because you need to spend time with your family. You need to take care of yourself. You need to eat, you need to sleep, right? You need your downtime. And it's very important to schedule all these things in, just like you would schedule a meeting with a client, schedule a meeting with yourself, right?
Right.
And that could look like a pedicure. It could look like an hour, 2 hours of TV. It could look like a day off every week. But you really have to adopt a very integrated approach to doing things. I've seen, especially women, mothers, struggle with do I do this Zoom call or do I take my child to the park? Take your child to the park. Schedule that in like you would schedule another meeting. It shouldn't have to be either or because
Yes.
you're one person, you're one human being. And it takes practice. I'm not saying that you just want to wake up overnight and be like, oh my God, right? It
Right.
takes practice, but you need to find a way to schedule everything in so that everything fits. Another thing I would strongly recommend is find whatever self care looks like for you. For
Mm-hmm.
me, it's meditating every morning. Like I have to do it. If I don't do it, my day is just not going to go the way I want it to. I try
Okay.
to journal every morning, right? I kind of fell off in the last few weeks, but I try to journal every single morning. That works
Mm-hmm.
for me, right? What would
Mm-hmm.
work for you? Do you exercise? Do you have to take a walk? Whatever that is, schedule that in as well. Schedule it in
Right.
because you need to be able to recharge yourself because if you're tired and you're frustrated, you're not good to anybody. Right? You're
So
not good
true.
to anybody. So that's my recommendation. I mean, it takes a while to, and I don't want to use this word perfect, but it takes a while to get used to. But
Mm-hmm.
definitely, it is something that you should adopt. And there's this book that I actually have right here. If you ever feel like you have too much to do and you don't know how to manage yourself and you suffer from being excessively busy all the time, this book, Essentialism by Greg McCowan, it is a lifesaver. You need to get it. I have
Right.
read and reread this book so many times. It's really a great book for
Mm-hmm.
anyone that feels like they're overwhelmed and they don't know like how to focus or where they need to focus in their business or even in their life.
Right. Right. In addition to that, how do you handle when life throws you a bag of lemons in
What
terms
does
of
a bag of lemons look like? Because I have a sick baby right now and I'm here with you. My son has the cold and I'm here with you. So what is a bag of lemons? I don't know. Is he one lemon out of the bag? I don't know. I'm serious. He literally, like, I'm not gonna lie, like a half an hour ago,
wow.
because he was by his dad, so I could do this. And a half an hour ago, he brought him. I was like, he have the cold. What can I do? Yeah, he is, but I have to be here with you.
So
So what is a bag of lemons? Tell me, and
persons going through perhaps personal issues, perhaps they have been we're talking about COVID-19. Well, you've mentioned in terms of being let go from their job, but it's unexpected. It's not like they were preparing like you to walk in and, you know, marital issues such as low self-esteem or struggles in life, and they're doing their business, and sometimes that can make people stop. I've seen it as a lecturer where people drop out of class. They have it, yes, their goal is to get through, but because of these issues they drop out of classes. They drop out of what is their goal, whatever is their objectives. How would you advise them to deal with that in terms of going after what it is that they want to do?
My response to that is to ask yourself, how badly do you want it? How badly do you want it? When I was
Right.
having my son, which by the way, he came 18 years after my daughter. Don't ask me why. But when I was having my son, I was in the hospital bed approving artwork, approving stuff to go out, organizing emails, going to webinars from my hospital bed. And after I had him, I had everything organized for at least a month. At least a month, I had everything organized, maybe two, right? And after that, I forgot. I was thrown back into reality. This is what it takes to have a newborn, right? You're
Right.
physically exhausted, but you have a newborn, right? And I was like, I didn't plan as much as I thought I did. So by month three, I was not only exhausted, I didn't have time to sleep because he's a baby, right? So I took the time that I needed. I took the time that I needed. And that was maybe 2, 3 months to catch myself and kind of, get myself back into the groove. And then I jumped back in because that's how badly I wanted it. Right.
Right.
So my question to you is, how badly do you want it? We all go through things, right? Some things are unexpected.
Yeah.
God forbid someone passes away. God forbid you get in an accident and you can't function the way you want to. Other people, take advantage of, take control of your time. And it's okay to step away because again, it's an integrated approach to business, right? So it's
Right.
okay to step away, automate whatever you can, maybe bring in a VA to help with certain things, or let people know you're on a hiatus for a little while because you're dealing with something, and then you jump back in. You jump back in. So don't allow life to get the better of you. I am of a firm belief that once you make up your mind to do something, the universe provides a way for you to get there. But the universe also tests you to see if you're really serious. So the universe sends things your way that you'll be like, oh my God, what's going on? What's happening? But the universe is testing you to ask you, how badly do you want it? And the only person that can answer that is you. The only person who can answer that is you. And you just have to make up your mind. If you do want it bad enough, what do I need to do to make sure that I don't give this up? When
Right.
COVID hit last year, I said it every day. I saw people closing up their businesses, and I said, it would be a whole day in hell before I closed out the communication. I said it. It's not going to happen for me. I'm going to use this to help people become more productive. I'm going to use this to help people navigate through this pandemic so they would know what to do. Even if it means that I don't make any money for a little while because the world was crazy at the time, but I made it my mission. Hence the reason I was everywhere. As one of my clients said, she said I was like Paul,
Yes.
I was everywhere because I
Yes.
made it my mission to help people. And I
Right.
showed up. That's how badly I wanted. And now look, we're here today,
Right. Yeah,
right?
I mean, you were in interviews. Look at me here.
I was everywhere. I was everywhere.
It was quite
All over the
interesting.
globe.
Quite
Literally.
interesting. The world is in crisis and Carla is shining. And it was like,
Well, I wouldn't go so far to say I was shining, but I was all over the place. Who wins an award during the pandemic? Who does that?
exactly.
does that? I did.
Exactly.
Right? I did. Right? But my point is, I mean, you don't have to go
Mhm.
all crazy like me, right? Sometimes you do need to step away because it's maybe it's taken an emotional toll on you. Maybe you
Right,
do need to step away, but stepping away is not giving up. Stepping away means I'm going to take the time that I need, and then I'm going to hop right back in,
right,
right?
right. This is so interesting. I hope persons are
Are
learning.
we taking questions? Because I
Oh,
like
yes. If you
questions.
have any questions, feel free to put them in the chat. And, it can be, we wouldn't announce who you are, don't worry. But feel free to share. Some persons are afraid, they don't want themselves identified or anything. But feel free to put your questions for Carla in the chat, and I will share them with Carla, or she will also see them if you put them in the chat. Now, one of the things that I have realized with you is that you are a goal setter. You set your goals, you set your schedule, you set up whatever it is. I mean, when you said to me on Sunday that you've planned everything for,
May 2nd.
yeah, I'm like,
But
I'm still trying to get
organized.
through the Sunday. You're talking about May 2nd. I'm still trying to get through April and what's going to happen. So, how do you think that this goal setting, how much do you think that this goal setting and so forth has contributed to your business success?
It has everything to do with my business success because without goals, I'd be doing all of this for nothing. You have to set goals in your business. You have to you have to set goals for your business and your personal life. Like, what do you want to achieve, right? Things do happen. Life does show you a curveball, but once you have your goals, um, the tactics may change. The journey may take you on a side street, but at the
Yeah,
end of the day, you're going to the same destination. So definitely setting goals and having plans um, helps a lot. And it's always great to have a strategy behind everything. I
so
mean,
true.
we all know about SMART goals: specific, measurable, attainable,
Realistic.
realistic, and
Um,
timely, right? Everyone
yeah,
knows about those SMART goals, but how many of us actually apply it, right?
right.
How many of us have an actual strategy on how we're going to execute these goals, right? You
Mhm.
can't just wake up in the morning and say, oh, I want to lose 100 pounds, right? You got to have a plan. What is the plan? And it can't be, I'm going to eat better and I'm going to drink more water. No. What are the steps? What are the simple steps? How can we break this down? And you have to break it down to the smallest thing, right? I'm going to get all the processed and fatty foods out of my house. So I'm not tempted to eat, right? I'm
Right,
going to work out 3 times a week. Like you have to break it down. And what days of the week are there? And then how much weight do I want to lose in a week versus a month versus six
right.
months, whatever. It's the same thing with your business. What is my goal and how can I break it down into individual specific steps in order to get there?
Right, right. And I, well, my area is dealing with persons who have no idea what they want to do and they need direction
Mhm.
in terms of how to get there. As you call me, the compass.
Compass, yes.
The compass.
Compass.
Right. And in terms of what I've realized is that there's so many persons who just don't know what direction to turn. They know they want to do something, and that is one of the challenges they have as it relates to goal setting. Setting a goal for what in my business? Yes, I want to make money. Yes, I want to live a good life. Yes, I want to build my house, but I don't know how I'm gonna get there. And when we hear your story, we realize that hey, one of the things that is so crucial is to have a dream, is to have a vision of where you want your life, to understand what you like. You said you were something like of a weird child. So,
I was
you
there.
know, and you realize that everybody looking at the words and you looking at the graphics and those sorts of things, the ad. So, you know, there's so many things that we need to understand that in the journey to success, you need to know where you're going.
Mhm.
You need to know where you want to go towards, or else life would take you all over the place. That's what I've realized.
I agree.
Everybody will pull you in whatever direction you want to go. You will live an unhappy life, just wishing one day you could be big, but you don't know what that big is.
Mhm.
So, you know, I really want to thank you for sharing in terms of what what you went through and some of the challenges, you know, having a child 18 years after one, you know.
God, why did I do that?
Yeah, I had one 5 years after, and I was like, let alone, I'm like,
My son is a shining example of how you could have plans, but God has other plans for you. That's my son. I had no idea where he came from, but he's here, right? He's keeping me young because I have to be running behind him. My boys are so energetic. Oh my God, my
yes,
daughter was so
calm.
quiet and stuff. But he's like, oh my God, mommy, mommy, mommy. I'm shocked he's not banging down the door right now, saying, mommy, mommy, mommy. I swear. But it is what it is. And I just want to let people know out there, sometimes you don't know, and that's fine. But it's not okay to stay like that. It's not
Yes,
okay to just exist and saunter through and whatever happens, happens. That's
right.
not okay. Right. And that's why you need someone like Cherice. You need the compass to tell you, well, this is where you need to go. This is the
Mhm.
path that you need to be on. And I
Yeah,
can help you take these individual steps to reach to where you want to be. So
yeah.
that's all I want to say.
Yeah. Thank you so much, Carla. And you have a webinar coming up soon. Can you tell us about it, please? For those who
So
are into business, pay attention.
So, as you know, I have been on a crusade to help people build their brand on a global scale. I feel like people are very restricted by their borders, whether it's physical or mental borders, in terms of putting themselves out there. And PR has been the thing
Mhm.
PR has been the thing that has helped me build my brand awareness, build my visibility, and help me connect with people sooner, quicker, and faster. And then, of course, it's a faster way to sale because with PR, people get to know, like, and trust you more. Because it's
Right.
one thing to be on social media all the time. Last I heard, it was like 50 million small businesses are on Facebook right now. That's a
Wow.
whole lot, right? But when you have the endorsement of a Forbes or Huffington Post or Thrive Global behind you, people are like, oh my God, this person, like, they know what they're talking about. So
Right.
my free media masterclass, it's called Unleashing the Power of Publicity, is going to help give you the tools that you need to build your business. It's going to help give you the tools and tell you exactly what to do, where to show up, how to write a pitch, when is the best time to pitch. Like, it will literally help break down everything that you need to know so you can show up for the publications and for your audience as well and help you grow your business. And as I
Right.
mentioned before, it's absolutely free. It's happening next week, Wednesday and Thursday, which is, I believe, the 21st and 22nd. And
Right.
I will give you the link to sign up. It's actually www.kalimedia.com/unleash the power of publicity. Unleash the power of publicity, but there's a dash in between each word. So I'll have to have Sharice put the link.
Yes.
So yeah, because it would be kind of difficult. But I would
Mhm.
really love for everyone, especially if you have a business and you're ready to take the business to the next level and you're ready to be like me everywhere, right? Or at least everywhere that you need to be. You don't need to be like me, but if you want to be where you need to be, I would strongly advise that you jump on that webinar and take all the training that you can.
Awesome. Yes, and I'm sure they won't regret it. Carla is so down to earth and so practical. It's amazing. Yeah, she breaks it down like that.
Yeah, I've been accused of giving away too much. So y'all need to take advantage of take
Yes, take advantage of
advantage
it.
of it.
Yeah, she loves to help, and that's the
Yeah.
important thing. Yeah. I have a question here for you though. The question is, I heard many people talk about being pushed into their business after retrenchment or something tragic. What advice will you give to someone who wants to exit one field and pursue their dreams without that kind of external push?
I would say just do it. I mean,
Hmm.
I know it's easy for me to say that, right? But I think some research needs to go into it, especially if it's a field that you're not familiar with. Some research definitely needs to go into it. Ask yourself the question: are you passionate about it? How badly do you want it? And if the answer is I want it really badly, then look for people that can help you. If it is mentors that you need to talk to, videos that you need to look at, so you can learn more about this thing that you want to go into.
Right.
Now, one of the things I will also strongly suggest is have an exit plan, right? Put away your money. There will be times where you will have no money at all and you will be wondering, why on earth did I do this? That's normal. But it's only for a season. It's only for a season. We've all gone through that, right? So definitely, if you are already working a full-time job and you are working corporate, what are your goals and when do you expect to execute those goals? And then have an exit plan. Are you going to put away a portion of your salary into a special account? And that is going to be to help fund your dreams. What can you do to get there? That's my advice.
All right.
Hope that
Awesome.
helps.
Yes. Definitely in that situation, you just have to, you don't wait for something bad to happen.
Yeah.
Sitting on a good note is also a good thing. When you just step out whilst you are, all is well, but you really feel that this is what needs to happen, then you start to put steps in place to make it happen. Don't wait until, you don't have to wait until you get that push, but you can really start to build up, it gives you the opportunity to put things in place
Yeah.
without just being shoved out there, and that there is also, so that is an advantage, when you do it that way rather than waiting until you get that push.
Agreed. Agreed.
Yeah, so definitely take take the leap of faith and build your wings as you go down. Yeah.
You're not gonna go down. You're just gonna go. You're not gonna go down.
Well, build your wings as you go out.
As you go out, right? As you go out.
You may go down a little, but then the wings will take you back up.
Yes, yes. That's how
Yeah.
gravity is.
That's how gravity works. But yes. So, Carla, it was awesome chatting with you for almost an hour. It was
Oh
awesome.
wow.
Yeah, time flies when you're having fun.
Wow.
Yeah, yeah, it feels as though it's just 15 minutes. So,
Yeah.
um, it really was awesome having you, and for those who are on Thursday, we will be having Jessica James, who is a fitness coach, life and wellness coach. Some of her people are on tonight, and so therefore, if you enjoyed tonight, tell the others, come on, you know. Um, I met Jessica last year, and she's another awesome person who also threatens me. I'm gonna come for you, you know, threats all over,
Why
Um,
are people
but it's in a
threatening you so
positive way,
bad?
and it's
Why are people threatening you so much, Cherice?
I don't know, because maybe I just need to stop. Uh, yeah, and yeah, but it is just for us to understand that these women, they are about pushing persons towards their purpose, understanding in whatever field that they're in. Carla is in marketing, Jessica is in fitness, but what I've realized with the both of you is that you all have a passion for people. She's the same way. She would give everything, everything. And that is one of the reasons why I have you all on. I chose you all, to be a part of this, because I want people who are quality, people who making it, but they make it in a way because of how much they love and appreciate and desire to serve people, you know. And so, Carla, again, thank you, thank you, thank you. And don't forget, I'm gonna send the link, email the link to everyone for the Unleashing Power of Publicity. You trust me, once you have a business, once it is that you have, even if it's not a business, it's a not, you probably have a not-for-profit organization, you know, or thinking about a business, then this is for you. All right. Also, I will be having a leadership webinar coming up, looking out for the those uh parts in leadership that we need to avoid, those pitfalls in leadership. And so stay tuned for more information concerning this free webinar, all right, about the pitfalls in leadership to stay away from. And it's for anyone who is in any position of influence, whether you're a mother, to whether you're a business owner, to whether you're someone who is in a job in a managerial position, or maybe you have your own organization that helps others and you want to manage others, you want to lead others. This is for you. Things that you need to stay away from that would make people not want to follow you. All right, so stay tuned for that. And thank you all for joining in this evening. It was wonderful. And don't forget, stay tuned. Come on back on Thursday, same link, same time. And for Jessica James on Thursday, 8:30 p.m. TNT time. All right, so take care. We have persons on from Suriname as well. Awesome. Yes.
Thank
So
you for having me, Cherie.
yes, it was wonderful, wonderful, wonderful again. All right. So take care and all the best. God bless everybody. Bye bye.